and stream it on Discord too, so I can see it.
Yeah, I'm just now loading it up.
Sure.
What's up, stream?
Yeah, but when I realized that Still Wakes the Deep was by the same developers, I was like, dang, maybe I shouldn't put down Machine for Pigs. Like, yeah, it's different, but different isn't bad. They've proven they can handle horror.
Yeah, I thought Still Wakes the Deep was a great game. So
I tried to pitch it to Connor, and he said, like, the only reason he wouldn't is because he's so into, what's it called? Lucid City right now. And when he does finally find time to get games off his list, he's got so many other games on his list, you know?
yeah. Oh, my game crashed. Let's go.
Oof.
I don't know why, but this one does not like at me at all. Like, it just doesn't like me. It's crashed multiple times. It has error picking up on my stream sometimes.
This particular game?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's also loud as fuck, dude.
Oh, that's another crash.
No, that was me clicking out of it to up you in Discord so I can turn down my headphones volume because, like, this game, for some reason, even at volume level 1, is just fucking loud.
I see. Yeah, they're blaring that music and shit.
Yeah. Can you talk real quick?
Yeah, for sure. What's up?
Okay, that's good. Perfect.
Cool.
Unironically, it did crash again.
Fuck.
Alright, I'm gonna not speak in Discord this time. I'm gonna not alt tab.
I like
it worked.
Hey, hopefully. Hey, you're in there.
Oh, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I liked when you said that the Dark Descent only had one Dark Descent. And so far, there's been a machine and there's been a pig.
So far, I have seen multiple machines and multiple pigs, so I'm very happy.
And then I was like, what if you just judged every game that way? Like, whether it had stuff like in the title or it didn't.
I mean, in Still Wakes the Deep, I did in fact wake up, but I wasn't. Oh no, but you did go in the deep actually, and you woke up after that. So
I mean, but did you stay in the deep? Like, you didn't really experience the deep. You fell into it, and then
there were
woke up.
points in the game where you were still. There were points in the game where you woke up, and there were points in the game where you were deep. So.
Always the water and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony. It's too damn bony.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna turn on voice activation in Discord so I don't have to press my push to talk. I like that this game has unlimited lantern fuel and it doesn't have a sanity bar.
Yep.
Definitely nice.
Doesn't seem to have a health bar either. I think that's also a
Did the last game have a health bar? Oh, it did, yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I'm glad they just left this shop unlocked in the middle of the night.
These men, Professor, these so-called men of mission, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate, the lure of profit. And These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government. They make pigs of us all.
But what solution, my dear?
There's pigs
How
again.
to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can free the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse. With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
Well, I did in fact see another pig. And this is another machine, so far I'm pretty happy with the game.
But is the machine for the pig?
I guess I don't know that yet. I have seen quite a few dead pigs, though. So if I had to assume, I would say that the machine's for the pigs. Aw, man, this was the way to progress, and there was definitely a story thing up there that I missed. Whatever. Piston control room. A series of collecting vents have been installed along the ceiling at this stage of the line. In the process of stunning and bleeding, the product often expels stinking vapors from its digestive system, which can be collected, condensed, and used in the methane boiler to drive the engine as a whole. In this way, the more product is processed, the more power becomes available to the machine, and productivity is actually increased. A simple stroke of genius, but one that encapsulates the benefits of self-regulatory automaton. So it is a machine for pigs. Ooh, a sliding door. Fancy. I don't know if I should be turning these on, but I'm going to anyways. My gamer instincts tell me they're important. Do I need a second piece of coal? I hope not. I do need a second piece of coal. Damn. Fire and steel. The fires are stoked, assuming the same architect is responsible here as with the chemical plant. I surmise that a centralized control system regulates and operates the pistons. It should be a simple matter of finding it and hoping the saboteur relented after simply extinguishing the fires. Amanda's Processing Company. My soul shudders at what I have seen. But at last I have reached the main part of the factory. Now onwards, downwards, to find those floodwaters and drain them away. Like Moses, I will cleave the waters and lift my little darlings clear of its cradle. Lily's arms are made of steel, Lily's arms are silent. The pistons are silent, the plan is at rest. I must poke the hornet's nest to open my way. I fear the scale of these engines suggest a far greater works than is visible from the surface, so my friend must be correct, and the larger part of this plant is underground. We are close to the Thames, no wonder flooding is such a risk. What is a thame?
Thame?
No entry under the pistons when machinery is at rest. I assume it's some kind of waste system or like water canal. Oh man, I can't throw things 80 feet in the air like I could with Daniel. Oh. Are your furnaces fueled? Sure are. I'm gonna start pulling levers. Wish me luck.
I just looked up Thame.
What is it?
It says it's a market town in Oxfordshire, England, or a village in Nepal. It can refer to a market town or a village.
I don't know why that would make sense why things are flooded then.
And it's with an M, right? Like for mom, not an N for nonsense.
Thames.
Like-
Thames.
Yes, okay.
Oh, I might be dead. I didn't realize the pig was down here. There's a lot of coal. The crate arrived this morning, and I had it delivered directly to the workshop. The body is remarkably preserved, although there is a subtle yet nauseating stench of damp and rot. It is humanoid in shape, but has suffered severe skeletal deformity. Remnants of leather straps encase the torso, which is deformed with evidence of substantial muscle mass, and displacement. It is difficult to ascertain whether this unfortunate is the recipient of some barbarous surgery or was born deformed, and an attempt to force his gnarled body into some semblance of humanity was made. What he is I cannot tell, but I smell the orb upon him. Orb confirmed, and suspect my great-uncle's presence in his curious condition. So it can be done. We can reshape the body into a tool, accelerate the process of Mr. Darwin's evolution, but here my great-uncle and I part company. He chose men as the subjects of his experiments, but men are difficult to control and rotten with sentimentality. No, we require a new creature for our chattels. Loyal, clever, strong, easily sated. Pigs. Pigs are not loyal. Once those things get old, they will, like, fucking... Old pigs are, like, ruthless. So where am I supposed to go? I guess this way. Oh, perfect. The light guiding me to where I'm supposed to be. Oh, never mind. That door's locked. Please don't tell me I have to get in that. Oh, God. You could never pay me money, ever, in real life to get in a dung boy. Or whatever those things are called. I think that's what they're called. Something with a D. You know the little elevators that go up and down? With the, food? Usually food. Oh my god. Where's the door? That's the second time in one of these games that an elevator has crashed.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, just making sure you can hear me now.
I can. Were you saying stuff before that I was supposed to be hearing?
Yeah, it was like, you mean a dumbwaiter?
Oh, yeah. Dumbwaiter. That's what they're
Yeah.
called. What did I say? Dung boy?
Yeah, you said dumbweight or something like that.
No, I said dung boy. As in
Okay.
poop boy.
Quickly, Mantis. Find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the floodwaters continue to rise.
But that's the second time in an Amnesia game that an elevator has crashed. So if in the next game an elevator doesn't crash, I'm going to be severely disappointed. In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, a compound is required. Our cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate and using incineration, or we risk continuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. A simple compound of 1 part of Brennenberg infusion vitae to 1 part of orgone monad disperal fluid is sufficient. This can be administered intravenously to the subjects following reassembly to maintain bonding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the Schneemann lamp can be used to activate the compound, but outside the body it's highly corrosive. It can even destroy small quantities of metal. Alright, where is it? This would be the second time in the game that I have, in the Amnesia game, that I have to use acid if I have to use this to destroy something. A lock. Maintenance access. This is clearly another passage beyond the locked gates. It seems I have a choice of approach. The padlock is old but firm, and after that fall, I cannot summon the strength to break it open. Perhaps I can find another way. The descent continues. What did that dark voice instruct me to do? Under the pistons, into the tunnels, and onto the bilge pumps. And if the doors should be locked, I will have to find another means of descent. I cannot trust him, but my path is set. I shall ignore these noises, that snuffling, those shifting steps below me. I will brave whatever lurks beneath, and I will save them. Sabotage. Bruised and battered but alive, I have survived the saboteur's best efforts. He and I are now locked in an epic struggle, but I am driven to find my family, and I will prevail. Ignore the madness about me, but not consider what cruel and unspeakable acts have been committed here. Find a way to the bilge, drain the flood, free your children. Alright, so I got 2 theories so far. Theory number 1, which what I think is most likely, is this guy is the voice on the phone, and it's his memories or something, and he trapped his children down here and sabotaged the machine in the factory.
Huh.
Theory number 2, same thing, but it's just the guy on the phone. And the guy on the phone is an actual person.
Same thing. You still think he trapped his children and sabotaged?
No. I'm saying the guy on the phone is the guy who did that.
Who trapped his children?
Yeah, who trapped his children and sabotaged the factory and stuff.
Gotcha. Cool, good to know.
But my leading theory is that this guy himself trapped his children down here in like a fit of rage because like his wife is dead or something, and yada yada yada, sabotaged the factory, was drunk, who knows, whatever.
Yeah, some damaged shit.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be kind of crazy to build a big ass machine for pigs. or sabotage shit.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he's amnestic.
Yeah, there's like a different reason why people are amnestic, it seems. Oh, what the hell?
He could also have dementia. That looked like a pig. It's a protein that builds in the brain, so you can't remember things properly. I'm sure you know what dementia is, so I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. Aha. How do I load? Let me read this note. A warning. Inflamed it is, burning it does, bleeding from each hole, force and aft, leaking down my legs, blood and excrement, my lungs are in my vomit. I pass clots of my organs now onto the filthy stone. Drink this, he says, and I drank it. I did do that. Because of the changes, they ripple inner me. My teeth sneeze out and scatter like mice in the dark. I cannot find them all. Gathered what I can, pushed them back into my gray gums with my fingers, but nails are all weepy and falling out. Drink it, he says. It'll help the running fever, because not us all can take the change. On the other table, a beast under a blanket. I never wanted to see under that, but he drank it too. He passed it under the blanket, and I heard it drink. Dear God Almighty, how can a man shit so much blood and still live? Because it's not a man. It's a pig. A machine for pigs. Can I just get unlimited of these things? Can I break the game? How many of these things do you think the game can render before it breaks?
So many that we would be here for
for hours, probably.
for a long time, to be honest.
Okay, how do I load this up? Oh, I just slam it in there. Cool. Alright, let's figure out where that goes. I definitely came in from this wall, but okay. My surroundings have definitely changed. Oh, I'm getting chased. Yeah, I definitely
It fell onto his hands and
came
they
in
eroded
through
front
here.
to stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
They mentioned Vitae briefly in that one little audio thing that you just played.
I don't remember what that is from the first game.
It's okay. I don't mind explaining a little bit. I don't think it may have been explicitly explained at some point in one of the notes, but essentially Vitae is the stuff that could be created from a specific brain that was, or in a brain.
Right.
That
I remember
was
from the
a
people
lot
who
of
were being
stuff.
tortured.
Exactly.
Yes, I remember.
Exactly.
Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They are the sorriest specimens of humanity I have ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth. We give them the laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. And then the manipulator they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear dull groaning. His teeth are removed. His bones are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. We have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is their reflections that trouble them most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children, I whisper to their dreams. You are my children now. I have children once again. And your forms, imperfect, will be the engines to make my own blood flow again. This has to be written by the dude who's like, that has to be written by the dude I'm playing
Over there,
as.
place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
I feel like pigs also are less referring to pigs and more referring to people who are like the filth of society, it seems like. Kind of like they used in the last game to get the Vitae. But that's just a theory. A game theory. You don't see me. Yeah, that looks more like a humanoid mutated person than it does like a pig mutated humanoid.
Yeah, they're kind of these like humanoid man-pig things, it seems. You know what I mean? Like, they're not just pigs.
You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is a crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
So did I actually have an option in where to go? Could I have gotten through that lock, or is this
I'm pretty
just...
sure this is a very linear game.
Okay. Because it kind of seemed like there was maybe a way to make acid that I like skipped over and just went this way instead.
Nah, I don't think it's that deep.
Can I send multiple of these? Of course I can't. That would be convenient. Just in case I fuck up the recipe. Oh my god, that's not in the slightest bit creepy. Oh yeah, no. More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine, some chemical. After the expected conclusions and spasming, it died just after midnight. I immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X and introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced, however, damage incurred prior to death was retained upon arrival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of that thing. Strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull, but drowning, perhaps yes. It is after all known to be the kindest of suicides. If one were to drown, replacing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Ugh. Chemical X is what made the Powerpuff Girls, by the way. I don't know if that's close to the same as Compound X, but the fact that that dog didn't turn into a Powerpuff Girl is pretty disappointing, if you ask me.
Chemical X.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. And oh no, the professor introduced a mysterious thing. Chemical X. And thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born.
Yeah, but Chemical X also created Mojo Jojo, so...
That's true. You're not wrong. Alright, where's this some other third thing that I need? Oh, can I just activate it now? I don't like that.
Have you tried turning it on?
Alright, there clearly is a third compound able to go in there. You can't tell me that empty slot's just there for fun, Tim.
Nah, it's fine. I'm just joking.
Oh, there was already a thing. Oh, that's where the thing I need comes out of. A heaty brew. I have the compound. It hisses and steams like its container, like some living thing, a witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass, a strange choice unless there is some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else can not be brought into contact with this so-called Compound X. I should investigate for further clues. The centrifuge is some form of bizarre mixing device for chemical compounds, and it positively reeks of the foul fluids I have seen too often before. It is clearly a compound, some volatile bastard of two composite ingredients. I should wager I would find them close by. And now I must burn the lock. Kind of sad that this game doesn't give me an inventory.
Yeah, it's different. It's definitely a different developer, you know?
What? They're not the exact same? No way. Why won't this open now? I poured the Chemical X on it.
Huh. You throw something at it, will it break?
I don't think there's anything to throw.
This doesn't seem to be much of a throwing game.
I tried to ram it with my forehead and it did not work. Oh, the light apparently does something.
I think maybe you might have read something about how the chemical works that may have informed you that's the option. That's
readings for nerds.
It's fine. you just pulled the nearest thing and it worked.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, oh, this is movable. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get some water.
Cool.
So, I love how video game characters always handle these situations because I've walked by at least 3 sledgehammers in this game, and if I were in this game for real, I would at least have 2 of those things, one in each hand, and the second I see one of those fucking pig things, it's taken 2 sledgehammers, like, you know, like, clapped to the face, and I'm gonna burst its head open.
Do you think that would be more efficient, more self-defensive to have one in each hand?
Yeah, absolutely. If you can lift 2 sledgehammers and have one in each hand, you could be... Because, like, the thing is, like, what if you get disarmed in one, then you still have your other, but, like, if you have both of them, you can be throwing 2 different swings at a time and, like, keep your momentum going, and... You could even do, like,
that's one way to go.
Hit him with a spin attack.
You can hope, if you use both arms, there's more, I don't know. I imagine there's more strength behind
If you
that.
use both arms to swing one hammer, there's definitely more strength, but I'm telling you right now, if you're strong enough to be able to carry 2 sledgehammers each in one hand, it doesn't really matter whether you're swinging it with both or not. Because if you're using the gravity correctly and you're holding the hammer by, like, more towards the back than the front, then the force of gravity is what does all the work in a sledgehammer, really. The reason people carry it with 2 hands is because the head of the sledge is so heavy that you usually need 2 hands to be able to swing it over your head like that.
Right.
Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired, and scraped ready for gambroiling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is one of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. 2 problems and therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection regulated by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction and superheated vapors in another. Interesting. Miko is big napping right now.
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to
Sorry for
supplement
anyone
the
with motion
steam production and
sickness.
ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Flooded tunnels. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pumps to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? I don't know, to turn off the machine? Don't fuck with me right now, game. We ain't doing this again. There's no such thing as the water monster. He's not real.
I mean, how do you know?
Is it really the water monster again?
Can you imagine?
Is he in every game?
Well, I'm just saying, what if it's the same universe? I mean...
It very clearly is the same universe, and Orb was mentioned. I think that dude's great-uncle or
the
great-grandfather...
Vitae was
mentioned. Laudanum's mentioned. I think that dude's great-grandfather or great-uncle or whatever he said is the antagonist from the last game.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is, what's his face? The dude Daniel was trying to kill.
Yes.
I think the canonical ending to that is probably that he survived.
Yeah. Baron... What the hell is his name?
Okay, yep, water monster's real.
Daniel tried to kill Alexander, that's his name.
Alexander von Graham Bell. Kidding, that's not his name, obviously. You think I can just... Alright, weird. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. This is no Chem and I am no Elijah. That's not what that says. Eliyahu. I don't know, some shit like that. At least not quite yet. It is heated. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do the center where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by freezing temperature of those towers up here, where the air is hot as fetid. They become overheated and their duality tears them asunder. As the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters, they live sporadically, torn from one world to the dark, or to the other and back, again in violent, unpredictable bursts for a few seconds. They are creatures of this world. Then they are torn away and cease to have a physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. They are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. So yeah, I definitely think that the great-grandfather or great-uncle that this guy is talking about is the guy who had the orb in the last game, who was an antagonist to Daniel, who was Daniel was trying to kill. I think the canonical ending for that game is that he escaped. And Daniel just let go.
Right.
Man, it's really gonna make me get in the water with that thing, isn't it? Oh no, never mind, I can go around that way, cool. Be quiet, my good sir. Oh.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one. Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic. Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement? And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views? Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for. And so you set about things you reflect upon your... Naturally, these things cannot be left to rot upon the tree, and sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Alright, well now I'm thinking this mechanic guy... Well, no, never mind. Never mind. That's stupid. That's a stupid thought. And I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, Daddy, yes, we see it all. We see it, a tall, weathered cap of steep-sided pyramids, so like those of Egypt's stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about, intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps, a palpable sense of stillness, a weight forgotten. And this is where the king sat, and this is where the priests lived. This is the house of the dead, and here where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether. Perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling upon them. Interesting. Oh, this pig just walked through steel grates. Cool. That's interesting. Ah, the water level is drained enough so I can get through here now. Yeah, screw you, Mr. Water Monster. Oh, not another one of these things.
So what do you think these things are even for?
Decontamination, probably, is what it looks like. Forced decontamination process.
Let's see.
That's creepy. My question is, why are there bulkheads here?
Oh.
And why are most of them inoperable? Work together, sleep alone. Fraternizing will not be tolerated. Hey, Mr. Piggy. Interesting. This one actually kind of lets you get like a close-up look at the monsters.
Yeah. They're just kind of chilling. Like,
Yeah.
doing their own things. Like, not saying they wouldn't kill you if they had the opportunity, but oh.
Kind of definitely seems like he would kill me if he had the opportunity. Yeah, these definitely seem like humans that have been transformed. So those aren't bulkheads, they're prison cells. Fuck it, we ball. Ow, that hurt a lot. Oh, my monitor's doing that thing where I can't see. I'm looking at my stream. I really hate that it does that, and I wish I knew how to turn it off, but I don't. Alright, another ladder there, or the ladder on the right. I'm gonna take the ladder on the right side.
Have you tried researching how to fix that for this monitor in particular?
Nope. That requires me to look stuff up and try computer shit, which I hate doing. I hate doing computer maintenance so utterly much you don't even know, Tim.
Oh.
Like,
Do you
when I
know
go...
the answer would be that hard if you found it?
It probably wouldn't be that hard, but, like... Take this, for example. When I go to, like, install mods on a game, if it takes more than a 60-second YouTube tutorial, I'm not gonna do it. If I can't figure out how to do it myself, I usually don't even bother going to YouTube to do mods. Ooh, I got an achievement. It's too bad I'll never know what it is. Oh.
The gut. Something like
Didn't get to read the description. It passed away too fast.
Probably just you completed that chapter of the game.
Yeah. You completed the machine for pigs.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Manuel.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unkind.
Pump rooms. These must be the bilge pumps. I am at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep this flood in place, he must have disabled these vast pumps, but he was clearly rushed. Thus far, he has left most of his work incomplete, his clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all that he could find. If I can locate controls, it would be simple. That's done it. Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once again. See, it says it right there. And move onwards. These waters are pushed back, making the way to the bilge clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back into the Thames where it belongs, and clear the path for the central machine.
That's true.
Dear God, a whole nest of these foul creatures, no mind, my instincts have drawn me thus far, and I am sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business, and yet I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike, and I will not think of what I have seen of the chairs and the cages. I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. Oh, his children are going to end up being pigs.
Messed up.
His children are going to end up being the pig monsters.
Pretty dark, bro.
Ahead,
Yeah.
the trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
This game has had more machines for pigs and more dark descents than the last game could ever hope for. I've descended darkly at least... Oh god. At least 4 times. And I've seen multiple machines for pigs.
I don't know how Amnesia Rebirth is going to introduce a rebirth.
Well, obviously you were born again, Tim.
But like, what do you count as born again?
I don't know.
Right? So, the game's got a tall order.
It's gonna have to kill me, and I'm gonna have to come back to life. That's all I can expect.
Okay.
So,
But I've
I mean,
got
if
good
I
news.
play as Daniel in Amnesia Rebirth, then that's already, the game's complete at that point. If I load up the game... Fuck. If I load up the game and I'm playing as Daniel, then it's already Amnesia Rebirth. Game's already fulfilled its purpose, you know?
Right. I didn't want to say anything. Well, he suddenly got attacked by the water monster.
No, you're good, yeah. Kinda wasn't expecting it, I let my guard down.
But good news for Amnesia the Bunker. The entirety of the game, almost entirety of it,
There's a bunker?
takes place in a bunker. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's all I want in a game, you know?
Where's that satire channel? That game review channel?
That's just my channel, bro.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Well, there was a Horizon, but were there zero dawns?
I definitely saw Dawn at least one time.
So that's a 50-50 right there. I'm gonna give it a low D.
Oh, I see. No Man's Skies, there were men and sky everywhere, so that's just a 0 out of 10. F tier. What am I supposed to do here? Is there a should I even be down here? Is there a reason I'm here?
Wait, did you come here? Wait.
Yeah, I came here because I thought there was something over here, and then I got over there and there's just a shit pit.
Well, maybe you jumped in the pit.
I did that.
Oh.
The water level is noticeably lower over here. I can walk here and not be attacked now.
Oh, that's true.
The flood is drained, I have prevailed. The saboteur is beaten. My heart pounds with excitement, even as my head spins and shudders in feverish anticipation. How this machine, how now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is imminent. The final descent beckons me to enter, as Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into what? Manhood. Oh, yikes. Another pump, it seems. Once again, I must engage it. I cannot help but feel I am trapped in some great game, forced to undertake endless Herculean labors for the promised reward of my darling children. You definitely ain't doing the labors of Hercules, bro. Calm down. Your job has not been that difficult. You've like turned valves and shit. You're not moving the earth or holding up the sky. Hey, another decontamination chamber. It'd be really funny if one of these times you just got stuck in here.
Ew. How would that be funny?
I don't know. Your character would die in a decontamination chamber. Oh, I didn't even realize there's leaning in this game.
Ah.
I can play the whole game leaning to the left.
Yeah.
Peak gameplay. That's how I walk in real life, is just like...
Tilting your head to the left.
Yep.
Over
My
your
whole
left
body, actually. I stand tilted to the left at a 45-degree angle. Just like this. That's how I walk. Curled into my bunk and all sick and sweat-ridden, they clean my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from within the gentlest of stones. It sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. God, excuse me. We will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten ribcage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. I remember how it whispered to me as we rolled, sick and heaving. And remember when we pulled into Southampton and we both wept, for it was every bit as much a desecration as had been sung to me. And then we came to London, and I set it up upon the mantelpiece and went into the house and gathered the servants and set on recrafting them. And then I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of the rhododendrons.
I didn't read that last word, so I don't know if you pronounced it right.
Rhinoceros hippopotamus pneumo-ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconesis is. You know, one of these days I'm going to have to read pneumo-ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconesis, and I'm actually going to know how to pronounce it. No unauthorized persons to enter this facility by order of the management. You know what, management? You can go fuck yourself. I do what I want.
What the hell is that word and what does it mean?
Pneumo-ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconesis?
And then you went into the house and gathered the servants and reset you and I on recrafting them. And then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered scum alone.
Yeah, what is that word?
For your children,
This descent is way darker and way more descent-y.
who have created
Actually, it's pretty lit. I lied.
For us all.
Pneumo-ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconesis is the medical term to describe a disease in which you get volcanic ash in your lungs. Pneumo, as in pneumonia. Ultramicroscopic, meaning really small. Silicovolcaniconesis, meaning silicon volcanic dust. So really small siliconic volcanic dust getting in your lungs and giving you a form of pneumonia. I'm pretty sure it always leads to death, but don't quote me on that.
Pneumo ultra micro silicone volcanic coniosis. I got it close.
You were close, yeah. You missed a word, but it's fine. I like this music. Big ass machine. I swear to God, if this machine's not for pigs, if I get there and it's like, this is a machine to turn humans into pigs, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, dear God. Dear Christ, what is this place?
Pneumo-ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconesis. It's also the longest word in the English language.
I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn. All to save them.
Oh, I can't turn on the super machine. The rod control room. As in reactor rods?
and they feel no pain. The process is completely humane. Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition. Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
This is a pretty dark descent.
That was, in fact, a dark descent. It wasn't as descent-y as I'd like, but it's definitely pretty dark.
Ah.
It's making the sound of uranium when you're in there, like a Geiger counter sound. You know the Geiger counter sound? So I'm pretty sure those are reactor rods, like nuclear reactor rods. Which, if that's the case, this guy's dead. He's
Yeah.
gonna die in like a week. Man just walked up to straight up plutonium and opened a hatch that it connects to.
Bro, that makes me think of the Chernobyl miniseries on HBO.
There's a lot of Chernobyl series, and they're all really unsettling.
Yeah, but that one was really well done, I gotta say. Like, if you've never seen it, I recommend it.
I've seen a lot of Chernobyl documentary. There's a lot of Chernobyl games, too. I've played a few of them.
Oh, yeah?
They're just, like, off-putting.
The little faces turn tremendous. They suffocate. They suffocate.
Okay, so now I'm kind of thinking... Here are my theories, okay?
Yeah.
Theory number one. This guy is the guy on the phone. He put his children down here because they were pig monsters. And he was the one who sabotaged the machine to keep them down here because he has, like, dementia or some kind of amnestic memory loss disease. Theory number two. This guy on the phone is trapped in this machine as a pig prisoner thing, and I'm about to release him.
Daddy!
But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And by wait, I mean do it right now.
Now, Mandus, set them free. Set them all free. I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh God. So it was that dude was a prisoner. And I'm assuming that dude was one of the guys who possessed an orb. And maybe he, like, wiped this guy's memory while he was in the prison and used him to help him escape.
Maybe.
That's fucking creepy. Don't do that.
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
That door just disappeared behind me.
Right?
Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on releasing who he is, on what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Or are souls just this tiny cogwheels and clockwork and intricate machines to serve a function that upon reflection we might set to a new task? Can a man, defined by his actions, defined by that which he now finds abhorrent, set to sabotage this body, his machine, until those children of his soul turn into a new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century with hope in his heart? As I reach my hands to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for such creatures as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster.
Damn. Living with guilt, huh?
Yeah. This is not an OSHA regulated ladder. This would not pass inspection. Why is your ladder over there and not right here? Like, come on, guys. So it is done. The saboteur was me and the voice on the telephone was him, but what of us? How do we connect? Surely I cannot be responsible for all I see about me. I cannot remember. I cannot remember. All I can grasp is a moment when the world split into two pieces and the innards of humanity fell from an orifice torn agape into my open, bifurcated heart. And when they first said Daddy, my heart was molten, as if blood frozen upon the ground were held to the sun to thaw and slop, and they were inseparable, always together, and one soul in two bodies, and my love was all-consuming. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect you. I have fought through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. I have set my covenant and drained this fluid, and I am come for you now, my darling boys. The bastard has been here too. This is the epicenter of his meddlings. This is where it began, and this is where it will end. I will seek the source of this obstruction, and then I will render this sabotage impotent once and for all. Now to find the ignition controls and start the machine once more. Elated, I stride forth upon these catwalks. I am coming, my darlings. I have almost saved you.
Where are they? Where are my children?
Glad you asked, Landers. You know the answer well enough. What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
I want my children, you unholy bastard!
Just to make sure things aren't so easily fixed this time. Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures. The unfortunates from the orphanage have proved indispensable in cleaning the larger steam pipes. It appears that matter from the slaughtering process may indeed vaporize its source, but drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut the pressure down and send one of our pipes into the pipes to scrub the reconstituted fat away.
Yeah.
Oh, pixies. Sorry, my bad. Armed with just a shortened broom, one of our little explorers venture into the dark. Of course, we can only keep pressure down for a short period, so they must be fast, or they risk being trapped and boiled by the superheated vapors when they rush back into the system. Then we will be sending their comrades in afterwards to scrape free the cooling mess. The survivors tell me you can reach all manner of places within the complex to the pipes. I smile, tell them I am so proud, and feed them to the pigs.
Jesus Christ.
Good God, bro. Where is the Steam access vent? Am I just blind? Oh, I can. Oh, I see. I'm just stupid, is what it is.
Will it hurt them?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this: can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
Can I have my lantern back, please, now, game?
Nah.
Is it actually not going to give it back to me? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, you gotta walk forward, I'm sorry.
So annoying. There's a spoon of medicine, I says, and it's a silver spoon. What you did get born holding, ever so painful for Mummy, dear, but grasped it so hard it was in a little screaming red fist. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to Mexico, and then you did eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. This spoon was the same you gave to your twins, then you used it to dig a hole to their clockwork souls, and you ate up their hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole, where will you dig next, I asks you, and your little silver spoon made from the silver spine of your children and wrapped in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling Lilibeth, what am I become? Where am I? Am I here to break some shit? Let's go.
Breaking shit is fun.
Yeah. For I am Mandus, breaker of shit, stealer of souls. Oh, fuck. Don't kill me. Ah. Those guys hurt. I thought there was a ladder over there, which is why I went that way. Oh, I'm alive. It was just a bad dream. Still deathless because there was no loading screen. I consider that no death. Where am I supposed to go?
Yeah, good question.
Oh, there is a ladder right here. I'm just stupid. Now quickly through the pipes before the pressure returns and they fill with boiling, corrosive steam. I sense the machine snarl itself about me, its unholy, inhuman mind coil and slick, and send its dark tendrils through its conduits to repair the damage. I will return to the streets, I will fetch help, and I shall lead the people under the factory, burn it to the ground, and seal this evil underground in this place forever. Mandus is the saboteur. It seems the pressure system is indeed the Achilles heel of this facility, something I clearly did not realize in my first clumsy attempt at sabotage. If I reroute the steam, I can wreak havoc. Some form of steam regulator. I'll wager if I disable it, the damage caused by the rushing steam pressure could be catastrophic, certainly enough to force a temporary stalling of this entire engine that could cause the steam pressure to drop. Mandus, you clever old goat, I can feel this horror, this grief, this betrayal boil into fury. I will not stand. I will not be undertrodden. If this machine is my heirloom, I am the overman. Holy fuck.
Ouch. Like what happened to the children.
Yeah, except they died. I'm built different.
I will stop you. I will save them. You are too. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my piggies. Kill them all.
My children are pigs, aren't they? You don't have to answer me. I know the answer already.
Okay.
Also, achievement: the entrails. By I know the answer, I don't mean I actually know the answer, but I know the answer.
Right.
If my children aren't pigs, then this game has very hard misled me. I swear, if this elevator collapses, that'd be the third elevator collapse in an Amnesia game.
Third in 2 games, gosh.
Damn, those guys just disappeared, straight up.
Oh God, no! What have
Oh, they're
I
killing
done?
everyone.
Oh look, that guy just fell off the...
That guy's straight up naked. Oh.
Magnus, I know you are out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
No one misses the poor. Round up some orphans and the world will thank you for it. Disappear. A poor and gentleman applauds you. Pull a beggar and a lady walks safely again. I hate them. I hate them more than any of the others. This privilege, this pretension, those so-called leaders, these pillars of society, these rich and fanciful, they wear their filth on the inside, but they are no less dirty. I have plans for them all. We will feed them, and then we will feed from them.
Redeem yourselves. Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free. For you are born into filth and will die as pigs. Only through my redemption can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom. Fall on your knees. Ashes, ashes, bones and ashes. The files will reach critical, and we can have such a burning that this city will shine as a beacon of redemption for the world.
Can I open this?
I don't think so. Yeah, but the music's going crazy right now.
Yeah, the music's going pretty crazy. We set aside the entire wing of the mansion for the parties. We invited them from near and far, and we guzzled them with fine wine and the finest cuts in all of London. My God, Mandus, but these chops are rather divine. Who is your butcher? Feed them up. For the wine and the grains will also lend a character to the product. Keep the flesh relaxed, opium in the champagne and gravy. A hog roast every night for the Duke and the Duchess. An actress battered and sliced. An artisan in every mouthful. An importer of fine teas stewed in his own leaves. They bicker and breed under the table by the fireplace, on the carpet stained with wine and fat, whilst long dead nobles of deformed grace and cold stare watch them from gilded frames along the crooked walls. We will hose it down later as we shovel them into our machine. Oh. Those aren't my children. Ah. I stand and look myself in the mirror. Okay. To me, his mouth full of sulfur, veiled full with sneers. Are you really so different? Do you genuinely believe your works of evil are any greater than the rest of them? You are simply a weak man, a product of his age. The same as any other. This is Empire. Cretan, this is... 1 second. This is the killing idiocy, the natural result of social Darwinism. If you are evil, then this world is evil. You just let the blood run in the street rather than hiding it in the poorhouse. You hold the blade and slide it home yourself. You do not pay a man to do this for you, or you cannot see. If you are evil, at least yours is honest. Evil, and that alone makes you a Ubersmish? I don't know. Unless I wash my hands and take the bed.
Ubermensch, which is a concept proposed by Nietzsche.
Micah.
Do you hear me, Mandus? This is what you planned.
Okay, this is very clearly a Dark Souls fake wall right here. I know video games. Hey, he said the thing.
Yeah, he did.
Ow.
Beast! Creature! Where are my children? Where are my children?
Well, everybody's dead. GG. Game over. Open sesame. Probably not the most intelligent idea to drop down here, huh?
Yeah. Questionable. Wow.
Alright, that was definitely a death. I'll count that.
But will they be free? Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. Free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And
That's
the good.
not what that means.
The word.
That is not.
How will we
I was
save
thinking the
them?
same thing.
Show me these worthy, Mandus. Show me these good. I do not see them.
Then you're blind. You're a fool. It could also be both. It could be a blind fool. But if you can't see any good in anything or anyone, then you're blind. Am I supposed to throw something in here, probably? Ah. Water monster time again. Am I right or am I right?
I mean, if it wasn't monster time, would it be a horror game?
True.
I know you, machine. I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I will destroy you.
You are too late, Landis. My great works are almost begun.
These great works for my children, aren't they? Walking away from those temples, the small pile of stones under the road or something. Skulls of innocents under the loose clawed, headless rib cages in the cool stone behind the altars. They're 3,000 miles apart. I trace back my life to this instance. The rain channels eroded in ancient stone, the toxins already in this damp, this falling water. I hack and retch and vomit into the stink and grasp the bowl with both hands and stare. There in the plug hole, as clear as day, is a toy spine, clockwork and intricate like a child's spine, but clockwork, how could that be? How could a child's spine be made like clockwork? I washed it carefully and placed it on the mantelpiece by the egg I laid myself under the garden where the children's schools are buried. I call it my Mexico. The fuck? Speedrun.
I am here again, at the foot of those stairs. Towards the red light of the nursery. Sunset in the window like a bleeding sky. The horizon a slit throat. The seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
Okay.
Evening, sir. Care if I join you for dinner? You seem like you don't want to be disturbed. I'll leave you be. Ooh, that's blood.
You're great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Manders, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
Manders? Manders, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Manders! We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
That's a lot of blood. Oh, hey, children. That was weird.
I climb in stillness now. Blue water runs in my veins, now I am clean. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds. I will gather you to me, and I will take you home.
I'm sleepy. But I gotta finish this game today. I must be so close.
Yeah, you're not that far off. You could definitely finish it.
The veil lifts, the body's waiting.
Madness. My gears are adjust. My steam is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the atom, my soul, and there will be a very great burning that we might make the world clean. Be proud, for this is your doing. Until you steeped me in the blood of your own, I was nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me, and I will make the world anew.
Oh, I'm so tired of reading. Then you already know all I would tell you. You already know what you have done and what you must do. Now do. Walking away from these temples, the small pile of stones beneath the rhododendrons, the skulls of innocents under the loose-clawed, headless rib cages, cruelly torn asunder to expose their flowers in the cool stone behind the altars 3,000 miles away. I trace my life to this instant. Rain channels eroded in ancient stone. The toxins are already in this damp falling water. And in this instant, cradling my children's heads in my palms, I knew then I had to unbuild what I had myself constructed. Though even then it was a little more than a sickening dream. This machine is ever mine, and it falls to me to redeem it and myself. I walk the tunnels where no human has trod before. I am sure of that. It is just me and him now. From frost forms on my coat sleeves, the deathly still and freezing air tell me I am close. Steam vents. All about me, the thundering machine, the blast of boiling steam. I cannot pass without fear of scalding. I am a lobster, cracked. My circulation stagnated, my vitals motions impeded. The steam will boil me whole unless I can find a way to shut it off. London's burning. God forgive me, what have I unleashed? I stand and smell the burning city. I see ash upon the wind. I hear the roars of sickening beasts and screams as they fall upon the city and drag its people below for the slaughter. Now I begin to understand what the other composite ingredient of compound X must be, and I also understand this. It is my responsibility now. I must find a way back to the heart of the machine and complete what I started. I return, an angel of vengeance, a saboteur once more. I will find a way to stop this vast enterprise of slaughter. Enough destruction opened the heart before, confused the machine enough to bring its locks and secret doorways. I must cause it great shock, stab its eyes, poke hot wire into its ears, hammer to its teeth, and push glass into every orifice. Then it will gasp, and in that gasp I will scuttle into its throat and stab its heart from the inside. The electrician must be lethal to the touch, now to confound the machine and flood the system, this time not with sewage, but boiling, sparkling liquid death. I sense an opportunity. My first strike impeding these cogs with a large enough object should jam the flow of coolant, causing a pressure to build up that will split the pipes and rupture the tanks. It is critically injured now, I am sure of that. It jeers no more. I feel it shudder around me. A wounded animal pressed flat to the ground. I feel it is afraid of me, and I hate it all the more, as I hate myself for unleashing it. My head pounds with blood, my teeth vibrate, I retch and burn with fever. I am an angel of death descending to smother the firstborn for the death of the two that came after.
But why did you take my children?
Aye, Mandus. Of all the blood we have spilled together, the first drops fell from your hands alone.
Then I am damned for a filicide. Everything's lost.
We got Bioshock pigs now? Did that pig fucking teleport?
That's wild. And you knew he was right there and you just pull the lever. You're like,
Yeah, bro.
I'm not gonna kite him away and then pull
No,
the lever. I'm
that's
just
too
gonna
much
go.
work, bro. The lever was right there. I was already at the lever. The prompt was on my screen. It's too much work to go walk in a circle real quick so I can guarantee not death. I would do the same shit in real life. I would just also have 2 sledgehammers on me. And I would rock that pig's fucking shit, bro.
But what if he's electrified and
Only
that
to save you.
fucks you up?
Only to spare you.
Sledgehammers have
I would
wooden
give my
handles,
soul to
so
spare
That's
you
true.
this world
I'd be
and its
fine.
loan. Oh, my children. My children. What have I done? What have I become? I will put it right, my darlings. All of my wrongs will be righted. All of my sins washed clean. I love you, my darlings, and I am sorry. I am sorry for all I have done. I simply loved you all too much for this world.
Mandus, put aside.
I search for instruction, for advice, for help in my goals, but in return, the system mocks me. Simpleton, it says you must find your own answers now.
Your misguided crusade, and let me save them. You may hate me, Mandus, but I have seen the future, your 20th century, and let me tell you this, a far greater slaughter awaits you there. I seek to save the world by blood now, before millions fall beneath history, pushed under by blade, bullet, and gas.
Ow. Why can I not run faster than the pig? Alright, that's bullshit. What game can we not? There's something I'm supposed to do here? Oh. I don't...
Gotta be something around the edges somehow. You're really close to the end, though.
Again, not an OSHA certified ladder. Oh yes, my electricity harmonizes as well.
I have you now, creature. I will destroy you.
Stop him! Stop him! Kill him!
It is over. It is time to end this madness.
Oh, God help me. I have lost the joy of the soul of the world.
Madness, listen to your heart. You know you are with me. You created me to save the world. I am your friend.
Doesn't really seem like that, I'm not gonna lie. Is there multiple endings? Can I leave?
Is there a dude in that chamber? Like, what the hell?
That's what it looks like. Doesn't really look like I can do anything to him.
Mandus, please. Please, I am no more evil than you. We sought the same thing, to save humanity, ridding them of their painful, stupid, pointless lives. Mandus, stop. Think about what you are doing. For your children, Mandus.
Do not speak of my children, monster.
I did not kill your children, Mandus. You sacrificed them on the temple steps, knowing what the coming century would do to them. Your sons will drown, lungs full of mud and shrapnel on the banks of the Somme. You wanted to save them from the horror to come. That is the vision we share. Everything we have built to avert this coming nightmare. You and I are one. We are the same. Our souls are entangled. We deserve to make them free.
Don't game. Don't hit me with
I have
that.
stood knee-deep in mud and bone and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen 2 brothers fall. I have lain with holy wars and copulated with the autumnal fallout. I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered dissidents where the ground never thaws and starved the masses into pain. A child's shadow burnt into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent Mandus trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat the Mandus. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts. Please, Mandus, no. For your children.
Damn.
Still has pretty music.
Facts.
I lay there and watched the god I had created die. At the end, when we were cold as the stone we had hewn his body from, when the lights were nearly all extinguished, we heard, in the silent distance, the man-pigs singing to one another. Then, as the last lights were gone, and we lay together in the deep, they drifted away, and all was silent. Such a silence I have never known. And as the dust settled on my open eyes, and we lay together embraced forever, I heard, miles above us, the sounds of the city turning over in its sleep. A church bell ringing out, and in that moment, the new century was born.
Dang.
Dang, indeed.
The end. Can I do anything else? Or not? All right. GG. W game.
GG, yeah. That's 3 of the 5 frictional. Well, it wasn't a frictional game, but haha. 2 of the 4 Amnesia games, and you got Soma under your belt too.
Yeah. And I've also played Still Wakes the Deep.
That is true. I'm excited to play Darkwood.
Darkwood's a lot of fun. I did not finish it, actually.
Really?
I have not finished it yet. I do plan on finishing it at some point. But I have not finished Darkwood yet.
You would not want to watch me play the parts you've not played yet.
I got really far into the game.
Okay.
But I have not finished it. Maybe I did finish it, actually. I don't remember. Let me check my Steam real quick. I don't think I finished it. Yeah, no, I didn't finish it.
Okay.
But from what I have played so far, I have had a lot of fun with it, so...
Nice.
I've put 10 hours into the game and I didn't finish it, so...
Damn.
Yeah, it's a long game.
That's cool.
Alright, man. Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah,
GGs.
you should get some rest, but that was fun watching.
Yeah, I enjoyed it quite thoroughly.
Hell yeah. Well, we'll hang out again some other time.
Yeah. Alright, man.
Yep.
Peace.
Good night.
Good night.
Peace.
Alright, stream. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch y'all later.